Good evening. On behalf of the CCIC Board of Trustees and Dr. Robert Hernandez, Superintendent of Schools, I'd like to welcome you to Capitol Field for this afternoon ballgame between the home team, Veterans Memorial Eagles, and the visiting Moody Trojans. The game will be conducted by the Wilson University Scholastic League. The official will select with the consent of both schools and the willing to be respected by all. Use of alcoholic beverages or legal drugs is prohibited in all state property, as well as the possession of illegal weapons and public games. Use of tobacco products is prohibited on all premises, which includes concession areas and restrooms. A warning to spectators, riders or involved may cause serious injuries. Neither CCIC nor any participating schools or their players, coaches, or other individuals are liable for any injuries resulting from such conduct. Reminder, spectators not allowed on the field following the game. Thank you for your cooperation. And we do need all foul balls to return to the nearest dugout and come up to the press box first on Jason 7 or Moody Team Coupon for the season. Thank you and enjoy the ball. Now we'll have the starting line. First is the visiting Moody Trojans. Leading off, shortstop number 2, Landon Benigno. Batting second, left fielder number 14, Ernesto Gonzalez.
Coming up tomorrow on the Bob Jones Show.
Noah Garcia.
Obama appointed Democrat U.S. District Judge Coleman. Coleman just ruled to dismiss the charges. She said that even illegals have constitutional Second Amendment rights to that right to bear arms. What is this about?
The Bob Jones Show, weekdays from 6 till 10 on News Talk KEYS.
97, playing right field, number 1, Nicholas Espinosa.
NyQuil Severe Tonic gives you powerful cold.
98, playing third base, number 13, Dimitri Padron. And batting 9, doing the catch in the season, number 22, Padron.
NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold.
Now for the home team, Veterans Memorial Eagles, leading off, shortstop, number 1, Damon Hernandez.
News Talk KEYS present South Texas High School Baseball. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Kesterson and James Espinoza.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Capitol Field on this Tuesday evening. Hope you're having a fantastic one. My name is Doug Kesterson, joined alongside my broadcast partner tonight, Mr. Jake Vasquez. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, Doug. Doing great. Good to be back on the air with you. We haven't done anything together since playoffs.
That's right.
And
we
here we
covered
go.
the London game, and that was pretty neat. They had a really good year on that. But back to another season of high school baseball district play, and all the marbles get underway for tonight. It's Moody Trojans and the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Both teams are being introduced right now. We'll go down the lineups here as we get the game going on, getting close to this 5:30 first pitch set, and we're ready for some great things coming on. Thank you to our sponsors, G-Tech Communications, Stripes and the Laredo Taco Company, Del Mar College Trio Program, and Charlie Marshall Funeral Home. Don't forget, coming up tonight at 8 o'clock-ish, we expect the Islander men and Abilene Christian to battle it out in the CIT Lou Henson Classic that is scheduled for 8 o'clock, although we're going to pause now for the playing of our national anthem.
The United States flag is a symbol of our great country, and accordingly all of us should stand, place our right hands over our hearts, as gentlemen should remove your caps. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the anthem is played.
Bit of a crowd here tonight so far for the beginning of this ball game, but those of you who cannot make it, you're listening to it on the radio right now and you can't make it, hey, no worry, we have you covered. MICsportsnetwork.com. You can see the live video stream on the new platform that we're trying out. A few new things tonight on you guys, so hey, it's going to be good. It's awesome looking right now, I can tell you that for sure, 1,000%. New camera angles, new this, new that, right, Jake?
New everything.
Yeah. New brains for us working here. Hey, let's get into tonight. Let's go. The Moody Trojans leading things off. It'll be number 2, Landon Trevino, who's playing shortstop. Number 14, Ernesto Gonzalez is out in left field. Batting third, number 20, Noah Garcia at first base. In the cleanup, number 15, Aiden Ramirez, who is on the mound pitching for the Moody Trojans. Number 23, Elohim Ramirez, the designated hitter, batting fifth. In the sixth spot, number 3, Robert Inocencio. Batting 7, number 1, Nicholas Espinosa. Number 13, Demetrio Padron at third base. And number 22, Abram Padron is catching tonight. And I missed the positions for Robert Inocencio and Nicholas Espinosa.
So Rob is playing center field, and Nick will be in right field for the Trojans.
Okay. And you have the lineup for defensively for the Veterans Memorial Eagles?
Yes, defensively, the Eagles on the infield, left to right, Hampton Hernandez, Damon Hernandez at shortstop, Trey Hernandez at second, and Morgan is the first baseman, Ryan Morgan. In the outfield, also left to right, Colsa, Ruiz, and Garcia. Jordan Garza on the mound for the Eagles, and catching will be Lucas Luna.
And here is first batter for the Moody Trojans, number 2, Landon Trevino.
Through the pitching team. Number 9, Jordan Garza, doing the catching.
Garza. Why does Jordan Garza seem like he was on another team last year?
Ray Texans.
Ah.
Landon, there you go.
Okay, that explains it. First pitch, inside, ball 1. We're underway. My days have been kind of crazy here lately, so trying to remember. This is Tuesday night baseball. One hopped in. 2-0 count. Jake?
Yeah, Jordan Garza, he did some pitching for the Ray Texans last year. He also caught for the Texans.
And he gets the first strike of the ball game. And the count is now 2 balls, 1 strike. For those of you listening on radio, Moody is wearing their blue jerseys as the one hop over to second base. They throw over to first, and there's one away. 4-3 put out. It's going to bring up number 14, Ernesto Gonzalez, the left fielder. And I know you cover Moody with the game changer and whatnot with that. What you can tell me about Gonzalez so far this season?
Ernesto, he's probably one of the bigger kids on this Moody lineup here, just a sophomore, and does some pitching.
First pitch from Garza is a little low, ball 1.
It's the kind of kid, Doug, that they can put him anywhere. He's very versatile for Coach Curiel. He's played some infield, middle infield, and he'll also play in the outfield, and he catches.
Next pitch is a little low, but able to frame that up and now even up the count to 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 down here at the top of the first inning. Just underway at Cabinets between Moody and Veterans Memorial.
Yeah, Lucas Luna pretty much stealing that strike right there for Garza.
And Garza 1 hops it in. He's done that twice so far in this early top half of the inning where he's 1 hopped it into the catcher, Lucas Luna. There he fires a strike. Brings it back. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That gets away. He's going to bring everything now full. He said it's Lucas Luna, who played a lot last year for the Eagles.
If I remember correctly, Luna played some first base for them as well. Is that correct?
I do. I remember him first base, and Garza, after a full count, sends Gonzalez down to first base with a walk. 1 on, and 1 out brings up number 20, Noah Garcia, the first baseman.
Runner on first. 1 out. The next batter, first base number 20, Noah Garcia.
Quite a few names that I've seen with this Veterans Memorial team that are definitely been a lot of football players, a lot of guys that have been in this program for Coach Lee Yeager over the couple of years we've been covering it, not only in radio but also with video. And Garza patiently waiting after Garcia had called time. And a throw to first.
Noah Garcia, he's a junior. This is pretty junior heavy lineup for the Moody Trojans, and he has been one of the better hitters this season.
Runner goes, throw down to second is in time. Now a 2-4 put out, and it's 1-0 to Noah Garcia. There's 2 down now here at the top of the first. We're scoreless between Moody and Veterans Memorial.
You saw Coach Curiel call Noah down, and I'm thinking maybe he might have missed a sign there. Kind of left Gonzalez out to dry. Hung him out to dry over there, and swinging a miss right there on the first pitch to him. Actually, second pitch there.
Although there are quite a few names that we've recognized before, as there's a 2-hop to Damon at shortstop, fire over to first in time. And that gets a 3-up, 3-out inning for Moody. Veterans Memorial coming up in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless. Stay with us. More coming up in Cabinets Field right after this.
How do you say buenos dias in Texas? Well, first start with a warm flour tortilla made from scratch. Then load it with savory frijoles, fresh scrambled eggs, papas, and shredded cheese. Wait, everything is bigger in Texas. Let's add crispy bacon and homemade salsa. And let's not forget about the weekends y barbacoa. You can enjoy a little piece of home from Laredo Taco Company.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support, expert installations, locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
CommercialFuneralHomes.com.
Keys.
Back here at Cabinets Field, I'm Doug Kesterson alongside Jacob Vasquez tonight. It's Veterans Memorial and Moody leading things off for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. The 1-2-3 will be number 1, Damon Hernandez, followed by number 14, Aiden Ruiz, and then number 7, Trey Hernandez. Thank you again, G-Tech Communications, Stripes, and the Laredo Taco Company, Del Mar College Trio Program, and Charlie Marshall Funeral Home. Friday night we have a doubleheader. It'll be James Espinosa and Jake Vasquez. Victoria West at Ray at 5:30. Then this 2 teams again, Veterans Memorial and Moody, flipping it around. Moody will be the home team on Friday, and that's an 8 p.m. first pitch start. That's what's scheduled for 8 p.m. first pitch. Make sure I got to get all that in there, right?
Scheduled, that's a good way to put it.
Because sometimes some of these games wind up taking a little bit longer than we expect. A little bit.
This is my first time this season seeing the Eagles play, Doug.
Same here.
But this young man right here, I'm pretty familiar with.
Yes.
Damon Hernandez, little speedster. He's
not only from his time at Moody, but last year. I mean, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember reading it correctly, I think he was either second and or third in the state for stolen bases last year. I don't remember which one it was. I know he was up at the top. He was top 5 for sure. And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Little movement on that one, took it just outside of the batter's box.
Yeah, he can absolutely fly.
Yes, he can. And he's heading right down to the university to go play for Scott Malone. The next pitch comes across from Ramirez for strike 1. Looks like he has that breaking ball, was able to work it back just to hit that outside corner. 1-1. The leadoff Damon Hernandez for Veterans Memorial. The lights are on. Breaking ball, try to sneak in just a tad high. Anybody about 6 foot tall, that would have been a strike. You know?
Not Damon.
Not Damon. And I'm not trying to pick on him being mean and anything negative in any way. He's just not the tallest player out there today. 2-2 count. Damon's all of what, about 5'5", 5'6"?
Yeah, about.
But, man, I don't know what his 40 time, but I know it's fast. And that pitch hung on to just a tad longer, brings it out, count full. And when he's not stealing bases, I mean, you get him on with a walk, you better be ready because he's taking off. If he sees it and he times it right, he's gone.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that Coach Yeager wants him on the base every at-bat.
I would. Little lazy ground ball over to shortstop. Trevino picks it up, fires over to first, and there's one down. It's going to bring up number 14, Aiden Ruiz.
1 out, nobody on. Number 15, Aiden Ruiz.
Making sure we get all these little settings done. And the first pitch, a little high and inside for ball 1 to Ruiz. One and 0 the count. And Ramirez's pitch goes outside for 2-0. You're also keeping score on that for Game Changer, aren't you? So you're multitasking at its finest right now?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the sink or swim mode, right? Jake was a lifesaver today, I can tell you that right now. And there, Ramirez gets the outside corner. Just enough of it to the umpire's liking. He says, that's a strike, young man. 2 balls and 1 strike. The windup and breaking ball hanging up in the air, and it's shooting out of the gap. It's high fly hanging up and making the grab is Inocencio. typically we've seen those wind up being an extra base hit, Jake. And nice grab from Inocencio. That was a long run for him, too.
Yeah, Rob's he could cover some ground out there. Looking at him, he's kind of a bigger guy, but he can run. He can run. He can play a good center field out there.
It's going to bring up the second baseman, number 7, Trey Hernandez. And he takes the first pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Ramirez hold the glove up nice and high over his mouth, getting a call in from his catcher Barron, and then says, okay, I'll throw that.
Aiden Ruiz, the young man that just popped out to center field there, he's going to be on the mound for the Eagles a lot this season, I would imagine.
That's popped up in foul territory, coming over to making the grab. Right in front of the dugout is Noah Garcia. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Eagles. We're scoreless as we head to the top of the second. Stay with us.
This is our ILX F511. This is our top-of-the-line floating screen radio. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We've also got a cool feature on this called our dash cam. This interfaces with our DVC320, our dash cam. Come on by to Competition Sounds. The guys up there will figure out what's going to fit perfectly in your car and give you the best sound you've ever had.
Every life has a personal story. Our funeral services are as unique as the lives they celebrate. We will assist you with personalizing your funeral service to create a meaningful experience for all. Let us help you tell your loved one's story. We make it personal.
We're back here at Cavness Field. I'm Doug. He's Jake. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. Thank you again, G-Tech Communications, Stripes, Laredo Taco Company, Del Mar College Trio, and Charlie Marshall Funeral Home. Hey, the Easter giveaway's coming up soon. 12,000 candy-filled eggs, 10 golden eggs presented by Raising Cane's. It's Saturday, March 30th at the School of Science and Technology right down the street from us at 3601 Saratoga. The drive-thru event starts at 9 in the morning and ends about noon or until we run out of eggs. So make sure you make plans. Bring the kids. It's a safe drive-through event. Easy. You don't even have to get out of your car. Leading things off this inning is the pitcher, number 15, Aiden Ramirez, swings at the first pitch with a 2-hop to second base. Trey Hernandez fires over to first. Morgan makes the catch. There's one away. Well, that was easy.
Didn't let you get through there, though.
I know. Hey, it's okay.
Didn't give you enough time.
Hey, I'm used to the fast pace. Right now, it's getting back in. From going from college basketball to a high school baseball game is like driving 75 miles an hour and hitting the school zone. Yeah. I'm serious. It is just the pace is so much different. And do not get me wrong, as the pitcher, Jordan Garza, was able to nail the outside corner for strike number 1. The count's 0-1, correct?
0-1, yes, sir.
Okay. Now it's 0-2. As he says, lather, rinse, repeat. I'll throw that ball on the same place again. Garza with a windup and just a tad outside for ball 1. He was pretty good with the Ray Texans.
Yeah, absolutely was.
Deep playoff run. And that's a strikeout. The first one of the ballgame for Garza. Got him looking with a backwards K. It's going to bring up the center fielder, number 3, Robert Inocencio. Inocencio played a lot of football for the Moody Trojans. He was fun to cover this past year. We did 21 football games with combination of covering Gregory Portland and then the CCISD game of the week that we did. And Garza seems like he has found his little bit of a rhythm now, Jake, as that's the first pitch strike again.
That's going to make him pretty dangerous.
And now with a changeup, had Inocencio out in front of that one. On deck is number 1, Nicholas Espinosa. The 0-2, outside, got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the top half of the second inning. Veterans Memorial coming up. Stay with us.
Trying to get into college can be overwhelming, but the TRIO Educational Opportunity Center is here to guide you through it. TRIO helps students from Nueces, Refugio, and San Patricio counties with college applications, financial aid, college admission testing, GEDs, and so much more. We'll help you realize your dreams, reach your educational goals. And the best part? We do it for free. Together, we can help you get into any college of your choice. Call or click today to see if you qualify.
Hey guys, it's Devin over here at Same Super Center. If you're looking for it, I got it. Like this whole line of beautiful trucks from Ford, Chevy to GMC. BMWs, Bronco Sports, Edges, we got it all. Even super cool Mustangs like this 5.0. Remember, you want to see this or anything else on my lot? Do yourself a favor, ask for Devin. Remember, shop Sames and save.
Installation of your internet service today. Call 361-710-469-101.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back at Cavness Field, Veterans Memorial in Moody. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second inning. And leading things off for the Eagles will be number 13, DJ Garcia, followed by the catcher, number 4, Lucas Luna. And then number 9, the pitcher, Jordan Garza. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the Eagles. DJ Garcia played a lot this year, past year for Veterans Memorial. As a backup quarterback, they would put him in as a tailback, as a running back. Great speed. I noticed that last year he came on as a freshman and playing, and wound up pitching quite a few games, and I thought he was probably one of the candidates that could have been freshman of the year, you know?
And that's the young man at the plate, Doug?
Yes.
DJ Garcia.
Mm-hmm. You do remember him from last year, don't you?
I
Maybe?
do.
Okay. First pitch from Ramirez is outside for ball 1. We talked about the Easter giveaway, but I also want to tell you about the Corpus Christi car show we have coming up in April. It's really cool. It's going to be on the 13th on a Saturday. Next pitch is a little low for ball 2. And it's at the American Bank Center. Registration's now open, so you have a custom car, truck, or motorcycle, or any phenomenal-looking piece of machinery, and you think it's got what it takes to win in the categories. We've got a lot of them. Register it today right now at 1440keys.com. That's 1440keys.com, as the next pitch is a 3-0 count. 3 balls, no strikes to DJ Garcia. Plus, there's going to be a special appearance as a 4-pitch walk to Garcia, and he heads down to first base with nobody out. Here, bringing up the catcher, number 4, Lucas Luna. The special appearance is with the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. Again, we have them coming again this season. It's pretty neat. You get to take your picture with them. They sign little autographs and stuff. It's kind of cool, man. It's a great deal. And the Corpus Christi Car Show benefits our charity, our station's charities, Bikes for Kids, where we try to give every kid that we can, especially when they may not have a Christmas, make sure they have a Christmas and give them the freedom and the independence of having their own bicycle. So it's Bikes for Kids.
So good cause, too.
Yes, absolutely. Great cause. Throw to first. And it was not in time. Ramirez has not pitched to Luna just yet. Wants to make sure Garcia is not going to take off from first, but much like Hernandez, he has great speed, and that pitch was the throw over to first was there, but it was dropped by Garcia. DJ Garcia is fast, but not quite as fast as Damon Hernandez. Inching closer, though, the little cat and mouse game. And the pitch, Luna fouls it off for strike 1. So make your plans. Corpus Christi Car Show, April 13th. And we've been giving tickets away like crazy on the stations. Family 4-packs. I want everybody to come out and be a part of it.
These two coaches, Doug, definitely familiar with each
Oh,
other.
yes.
So, Coach Yeager, that's the one thing he's been, not the one thing, but that is one of the things he's known for. Always had good running teams.
Mm-hmm.
They will steal some bases until you stop them.
Yes, he's been around a long time. Coach Curiel's been around a long time. solid programs year in and year out. Sometimes, you know, if Moody is not going 3 or 4 rounds deep, the fans tend to get a little upset, but it's not always about doing all that. That's what he also does with the young men, trying to help mold them into better young men, productive members of society. He does a great job with that. So does Coach Cantu over at Moody.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what we expect you to do. This is how you're going to get to college. This is what you need to do when you get to college. These are the things you need to look for. You know, they're helping them out, guiding them. 1-1 the count. High ball 2. Snap down, throw down first, and not in time. He had him leaning towards second, and it was close. Jordan Garza on deck for the Eagles. It's 2-1 count, nobody out. Scoreless as we're in the bottom of the second inning between Veterans Memorial and Moody. Coach Yeager down there. We're talking about him just as well at third base. I've never seen him so animated. He's after the pitch. That's hanging, but it's going to drift out into the bullpen. Foul is when Dalen Pena hit that grand slam against Ray here. And even Cynthia's waving her head up and down there. I've never seen him that animated, jumping up and down, cheering, because that was one of those nail-biter games. And speaking of Dalen Pena, he was named the Sun Belt Player or Batter of the Week because he had 3 homers in the same day.
Still a beast.
Yes. Him and Xavier Pettis on the same team. Reached out for it. Luna with a roller to second. Not enough time to get it to first, and throw was offline.
That was Landon Trevino over at short. That throw gets away from the first baseman, Noah Garcia. And so DJ Garcia will advance to third base. And Luna over to second. So 2 runners in scoring position here for the Eagles with nobody out.
Okay, so runner on second. And a runner on third. DJ Garcia makes it there, so that was did they call that an error? They did, so he's going to reach. Luna's going to be on with an E. What was that, E6?
E6.
That brings up Jordan Garza, who's just as good as on the mound as he is at the plate. And he takes the first pitch from Ramirez. A little low ball 1.
Like he called that one a strike after all, Doug.
He did?
He did.
Okay, that was the courtesy pause that I was not ready for. And that's a lazy bloop right in the gap. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one. And that's a 2 RBI single for Jordan Garza.
Little looping single right there, but he drives in 2 runs, and that was a big opportunity for Garza to help himself out, and he takes advantage. And so do the Eagles. 2-0 lead with still no outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
And a courtesy runner going in for the Eagles, and I did not get his number. Maybe you can catch that, Jake. As a broadcaster and somebody that sits up here high in the press box and unable to see those numbers sometimes, I wish they would run with their back to us so we can see him going to first base whenever they're coming in. Here's Ryan Morgan, a lefty in the lineup for the Eagles. 1 on and nobody out, leading 2-0 now. That's low. And heading down to second base is number 30 for the Eagles, and you have that roster, Jake, don't you?
I do. Number 30, that is going to be Aiden Colsa.
Aiden Colsa, and I'm going to assume he is the younger brother of Julian Colsa. I think it's safe.
Would be probably pretty safe there.
And it's a 1-0 count to Ryan Morgan, and he fouls the next pitch off, brings it up 1-1.
Just a reminder, please return those foul balls to the nearest dugout.
And the next pitch fouled back. Brings the count to 1-2. Eagles now leading here 2-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Ramirez. I do not see anybody warming up for the Moody Trojans so far. Wanted to make sure he got Aiden Colsa back at the bag at second as Ramirez took his foot off the bag for a moment. And the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Had to wait for just a moment. Wasn't sure if they might have liked it hitting that outside corner, you know, Jake? And that's a hard hit, but right at the second baseman. But Colsa was able to get it back to second base, so that brings up the first out of the inning on that line drive. That brings up number 24, Zach Hampton. And Hampton doing the umpire a favor, bringing him a couple extra baseballs. Nice.
Nice leaping grab right there by Joaquin Acosta over at second base for the Trojans. Got a little height right there in the middle of the infield for the Trojans. That sure helped.
And he timed the jump correctly, too. And the first pitch to Zach Hampton is right down the heart of the plate for strike one.
But also a good job by the runner. Colsa freeze on that line drive.
Yes.
Didn't get too far away from second base, so they couldn't double him up. So, you know, you still got that runner in scoring position with one out. Still another chance to add to this 2-0 lead.
With only one down, absolutely. Base hit will bring him in. And that's fouled out of play. 0-2 now to Zach Hampton. Ramirez is taking his time on the mound. Really taking his time. Fires it outside and gets him looking. Gets his first strikeout out of the ball game. There's two down now.
That's a big out right there, Doug, for Aiden Ramirez. Now with two outs, I mean, the Eagles obviously still an opportunity to plate that run over at second base, but, you know, a good opportunity here for the Trojans to try and get out of this.
Here's Julian Colsa, the left fielder. And first pitch to Colsa is high, ball one. Well, you're listening to us here on News Talk KEYS. We're KEYS Corpus Christi. You can also watch tonight's game on MICSportsNetwork.com. Game is live in full effect, and I'm even watching it on myself on my phone. So you guys can watch it too. And a swing and a miss from Colsa evens everything up at 1-1. With two down, the younger brother at second base, Aiden Colsa. Pitch a little low. Brings the count to 2-1. And I may not be correct with big brother, little brother. We'll have to see. It may be the other way around. Could be twins for all I know. Haven't had a lot of time to really focus all my efforts into this high school baseball scene just yet, but next week, I will be free from some of those duties. And especially there would be two games next week, Tuesday and Thursday, Good Friday off, Easter the next weekend. Pitch is low, and Julian Colsa heads down to first base with a walk, and that's going to bring us back to the top of the order, and it's number one, Damon Hernandez, who grounded out his first at bat.
second and 2 outs. The next batter is shortstop. Number 1, Damon Hernandez.
Hernandez was able to work at count full before he grounded out, so he got to see a lot of pitches. His second at bat, the ball gets by, and everybody moves up 90 feet. Both Colsas. So Hernandez with a 1-0 count. And this is game number 1 of a doubleheader. We have Flower Bluff and King due up at 8 o'clock. Outside corner, that's strike number 1. 1-1. Tonight's game between King and Flower Bluff will be video only on MICSportsNetwork.com. We will have Islander men's basketball tonight with Abilene Christian. The next pitch a little high. In the CIT Lou Henson Classic, tip-off is scheduled for 8 o'clock tonight. And the Islander men were able to play postseason basketball for the 3rd consecutive season in a row. Congrats to them and, of course, first-year head coach Jim Shaw. There's strike 2. 2-2. 21 wins as your first-year head coach in college basketball. That's pretty impressive, Jake.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Especially with 10 new players on the roster.
Wow.
2 balls, 2 strikes here to Damon Hernandez with 2 outs and 2-run lead for the Eagles. And it's low, brings it full count. He had full count his first at bat in the first inning. He's worked the count full again here in the second.
That is definitely something I remember about Hernandez from his time with the Moody Trojans. A really good eye at the plate. He was Coach Guriel's leadoff hitter as well. That's what you need from your leadoff guy.
Yes. You want him on. And a little lazy blooper. Is it a little trouble? Is it? It is not. Gets the 3rd out of the inning. The Eagles score first, though. They lead 2-0. Top of the 3rd is coming up. Stay with us.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig retired from baseball because of ALS. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure for this devastating disease that affects thousands of Americans every year, including my daughter Leanne. But we are making progress, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us by visiting ALS.org. Thank you.
Back here at Cabinets Field, I'm Doug Kesterson. He's Jake Vasquez. Glad you're with us here tonight on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM, and watching tonight's ball game between Veterans Memorial and the Moody Trojans on MICSportsNetwork.com. Due up for the Moody Trojans are the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Number 1, Nicholas Espinosa. Number 13, Demetrio Padron. And number 22, Abram Barron. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up here in the top half of the 3rd inning. The Eagles lead the Trojans 2-0. And Jordan Garza fires the first pitch by Nicholas Espinosa for strike 1. He is definitely going to help this Eagles team this year. Next pitch is a tad high for ball 1. You know, Nick Talavera, I've had a couple opportunities to see him and a couple of the other guys. That was nice movement on that one. Just carried it outside of the zone. 2-1. But I still haven't heard anybody with the same velocity that Kevin Goss threw with for the Ray Texans, you know?
Yeah, it was a different kind of pitcher right there. One of those guys that you don't see all that often.
2-2 the count now. Garza's wind up and got him. 3 straight strikeouts. Retired the second and the third batters of the second inning. Now the first here in the third inning. It brings up number 13, Demetrio Padron. In his first at bat. Garza's, you're right, Jake. He's in a little bit of a zone right now.
Absolutely. These Trojan hitters need to take a timeout or something, disrupt that.
Right.
He is just firing on all cylinders right now.
That's 2 quick strikes. Here's the third. Got him looking again. That's 4 strikeouts looking in a row. Here's Abram Barron, the catcher. Top of the order will be number 2, Landon Trevino on deck. And Garza just rearing back and playing catch with Lucas Luna right now.
He's pounding the strike zone.
He is. And he's not doing anything different with it either. It's just, okay, here it comes. 0-2 quickly again. Five consecutive strikeouts in a row to retire the side. That's a 3-up, 3-down. Bottom of the third coming up from Cabinet Field. Don't go anywhere.
How do you say buenos dias in Texas? Well, first start with a warm flour tortilla made from scratch. Then load it with savory frijoles, fresh scrambled eggs, papas, and shredded cheese. Wait, everything is bigger in Texas. Let's add crispy bacon and homemade salsa. And let's not forget about the weekends y barbacoa. You can enjoy a little piece of home from Laredo Taco Company.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security.
We're back here at Cabinet Field. Bottom of the third inning coming up. The Eagles lead the Moody Trojans 2-0. And going back to Jordan Garza, retired the 3-up, 3-down. Well, not close to it in the first inning, but 3-up, 3-down second, 3-up, 3-down in the third. 5 consecutive strikeouts, 4 of them looking. And Barron went down swinging.
In that top of the third inning, Doug, it was like, here's my best stuff. Hit it or don't. You know, he just kind of fired every pitch. Like we said, he was pounding the strike zone there and really challenging those Trojan batters and
won.
Yeah, won that battle for sure.
And a pitcher heading down to the Moody Trojan bullpen. We'll find out who that is. It looked like number 8 is leading things off. Will be number 14, Aiden Ruiz. And he takes the first pitch from Ramirez outside, ball 1.
This is the young man I was telling you, Aiden Ruiz, who last season played for SGA, Kingsville area. His dad is now a coach with the Eagles and, of course, brought his son over, who pops one up into right field. Espinosa is there to make the grab, one away.
That brings up the second baseman, number 7, Trey Hernandez, who flied out his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. I worked some PA for Islander softball early in the month, and I still kept score. It was the only way I knew how to, to keep track of who was going to bat next, whenever working PA.
Yeah, it is the only way I know how to do it, too. I mean, it's put me on, like, triple duty right now, but it's the only way I know how to do it.
And Ramirez gets first pitch, strike 1 to Hernandez. That looks like lather, rinse, repeat. Another fly out on the right field. And wow, okay, a little miscommunication there as Espinosa and the Moody Trojans second baseman kind of bumped into each other, but it's like, okay, they were able to hang on and not collide. And who is that second base for Moody?
That is Joaquin Acosta. So Acosta and Espinosa with a slight collision, not a bad collision, but a slight collision, and did make that scary for a bit.
Yeah, you're right. Here's DJ Garcia. Walked his first at bat, scored the run, so he's 0 for 0 with a run. Ooh, and a big hack at that one. I think he realized too late that I should have swung at that one a tad earlier. You know, it's one of those trying to catch up swings.
It's that no, no, yes instead of the yes, yes, no.
Fires back inside for ball 1-1. Thank you, G-Tech Communications, Stripes and the Laredo Taco Company, Del Mar College Trio Program, and Charlie Marshall Funeral Home. 1-1 the count. Outside, and that gets away from the catcher, Barron. Brings the count to 2-1. Garcia had stepped out, now back in. Glad you're watching along tonight on MICSportsNetwork.com. Again, trying to stay away from DJ Garcia, and I'm just thinking it's slipping out of his hand a little bit, or he's holding on just a tad long on his release point.
Ramirez, he's one of those 3-year starters for the Trojans, a senior this year. So he's been on the mound. That's something that he's pretty familiar with. That's how he earned his spot as a sophomore with the Trojans. Gets a swing and a miss right there, bringing the count full.
Is it sometimes, in your opinion, sometimes more of mechanics?
Probably so.
Well, the count's full with 2 down and nobody on for the Eagles. And it's popped up again. First baseman Noah Garcia calls everybody off. I heard him that time. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Eagles. We head to the top of the 4th. Eagles lead the Moody Trojans 2-0.
This is our ILX F511. This is our top of the line floating screen radio. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We've also got a cool feature on this called our dash cam. This interfaces with our DVC320R dash cam. Come on by to Competition Sounds. The guys up there will figure out what's going to fit perfectly in your car and give you the best sound you've ever had.
Every life has a personal story. Our funeral services are as unique as the lives they celebrate. We will assist you with personalizing your funeral service to create a meaningful experience for all. Let us help you tell your loved one's story. We make it personal.
Yeah, there's no way I could have done all this by myself tonight. Back here at Cavness Field, top of the 4th inning. Doug Kesterson, Jake Vasquez with you tonight as Jordan Garza stays on the mound for the Eagles. And at this point right now, it looks he's looking, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but he's looking like a complete game.
Let's look at the pitch count. Of course, it's unofficial, but I've got him at 32 pitches heading into the top of the 4th inning. So definitely got a lot left in the tank for Jordan Garza.
Good thing for the Moody Trojans, though, is you're back to the top of the order. The 1, 2, 3 hitters due up, and that's number 2, Landon Trevino. Grounded out his first at bat to second.
You know, we talked about the young man on deck, Ernesto.
Right.
Gonzalez being a sophomore, Landon Trevino also a sophomore. So the only 2 sophomore starters for Coach Curiel's crew.
And Garza fires the first pitch, strike 1. And fouls that one off. That was off his foot. He's down on the turf for a moment. That did not feel good as he's going to take a moment and kind of walk that off. Now he's going to head down and talk to his third base coach for just a moment.
So I'm showing bunt before that very first pitch to him and drew the third baseman Hampton in on the infield green. And but with 2 strikes here, you see Hampton can probably move back, give himself some room here.
And fouls that off. The count remains 0-2. You know, one of the things I love about this Moody Trojan team, especially all the fans, that Moody Magic fans, but those cheerleaders come to every game year in and year out. They're there. Swing and a miss, and that's the 6th strikeout of the ball game for Jordan Garza. 6 in a row. But Trevino was battling. Thought for a moment he was making some contact, trying to foul one of them off, trying to find something he could hit. Just unable to do so. Here's Ernesto Gonzalez, who walked his first at bat, and it was got caught stealing. Hot shot over the first, but it's foul. That was definitely, Gonzalez got a piece of that one. And that's the thing about a pitcher that's throwing some good gas like Garza is, if you're able to time it and get that one just right and put the barrel on it, it can go a long ways for you. But the wind is blowing from right to left here this afternoon.
Yeah, he was late on his swing on that first pitch. 0-1 pitch is inside for ball 1, so a 1-1 count now on Gonzalez.
Again, fouls that back and out of play.
Making contact here, Doug. Just got to get that timing right. Got to get his foot down quicker.
A little off again now. It brings it up to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just missed. Got with that pitch outside.
To the netting again. Count remains 2-2. Garza's the windup. Umpire called it, but Garza takes the little fielder and hands it over to his first baseman, Ryan Morgan, for out number 2.
Got that breaking pitch. Tied him up inside. And just a little dribbler back to the mound, and that was an easy play right there for Jordan Garza.
Brings up number 20, Noah Garcia. Garcia grounded out to Damon Hernandez, his first at bat. Hernandez is deep in the hole. First pitch from Garza is strike 1. Hernandez was out and in the grass, so to speak.
The outfield grass.
Yes. Next pitch from Garza is a little low for ball 1. 1-1 to count.
No grass here at Cabinets Field, but
breaking balls outside, ball 2. You have to describe it as the grass or the, the dirt area. Swing and a miss brings it to 2-2. I enjoyed those days of those base hits here at Cabinets Field. If it would go down the third base line and hit that dip and then jump over the third baseman. Fouled off and out of play. The count remains even at 2-2 with 2 down. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Here, that was a hit. This turf still looks like it's in fantastic shape. Did talk with Brenda Marshall last year before. Remember when it was, but they replaced the home plate area, I believe, every 2 years. So I believe it was just last year. And Garza's next pitch is a little low, and he was wanting that one. His body language kind of jumping up and down. Like, eesh. It's all right. You've got another opportunity. It's 3-2. His pitch, foul to the netting. Nice job from Garcia. Noah Garcia battling out at this bat. Fouling off quite a few pitches, really working to count. And what we talked a while ago, Jordan Garza was with 32 coming into the inning.
Thrown 17 pitches here so far in this inning, which is still not bad.
And that's popped up, infield, and Garza makes the grab for out number 3. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. The Eagles lead the Trojans 2-0. We'll be back right after this.
Trying to get into college can be overwhelming, but the Trio Educational Opportunity Center is here to guide you through it. Trio helps students from Nueces, Refugio, and San Patricio counties with college applications, financial aid, college admission testing, GEDs, and so much more. We'll help you realize your dreams, reach your educational goals. And the best part? We do it for free. Together, we can help you get into any college of your choice. Call or click today to see if you qualify.
Hey guys, it's Devin over here at Same Super Center. If you're looking for it, I got it. Like this whole line of beautiful trucks from Ford, Chevy to GMC. BMWs, Bronco Sports, Edges, we got it all. Even super cool Mustangs like this 5.0. Remember, you want to see this or anything else on my lot? Do yourself a favor, ask for Devin. Remember, shop Sames and save.
Mention this ad for a free first month and installation of your internet service today. Call 361-777-1400. Visit gtech.biz for more info. License B10469-101.
Back to the action. South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here, Cabinets Field, Doug Kesterson, Jake Vasquez with you. Big thank you, G-Tech Communications, Stripes, and the Laredo Taco Company, Charlie Marshall Funeral Home, and our friends over at Del Mar College in the Trio program. Make sure you check out all these great sponsors and tell them you heard about it on News Talk KEYS and the MIC Sports Network. Leading things off for the Veterans Memorial Eagles is number 4, Lucas Luna, who reached on an error and scored the second run of the ball game. And he takes the first pitch down the line, and it's foul.
Just foul right there. Saw Dimitri Padron with a diving attempt at that one. That one squeezes in the line, and that's extra bases right there for Luna.
Oh, 0-1 to Lucas Luna, who took about 3 pitches his first at bat, and takes that one outside for ball 1 and brings the count to 1-1. Ramirez on the mound, taking his time, changing up his cadence and pace, and it brings the count now 2-1. That breaking ball dropped a little early on him. The 2-1 snuck in the back door, but nope, a tad high. 3-1. And that's ball 4. Heading down to first base is Lucas Luna. Followed up now is number 9, Jordan Garza. And Colsa, who's at number 5 again. Aiden Colsa going to run for him again.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be number 5, Aaron Gonzalez.
Okay. Sorry, Gonzalez. As Jordan Garza singled his first at bat. He's 1 for 1. 2 RBI single. Quick throw over to first and not in time. Ramirez snap throw over to first again. And let's do it again. 3 times. Third time was the charm. Nope, not that time. He's back safely. Ramit is yet to offer Jordan Garza a pitch. And here it is. Took something off of that one and had Garza way out in front. Strike one.
Yeah, paying a lot of attention to Gonzalez over there at first base, but these guys know you got to keep this running game in check here. These Eagles, they'll work their way into manufacturing a run if they can.
A little bit low. It's 1-1. You know, good teams will do that. Do everything they can to get a guy on base because you never know what's going to happen. You start putting the pressure on the other team. Moody's done that over the years lots of times. Throw to first. One and one the count. And that's high. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ramit is checking the runner first, Gonzalez. And here's the next pitch. Fouled off. 2-2. You know, it's one of those good, you know you're having a great day. It's a good day for you. If your first at bat, you drive in 2 runs, you get yourself a 2-run lead, and you go back out on the mound and you start firing on every cylinder you can, you know. It's a good afternoon for Jordan Garza so far. With the 2 balls, 2 strike count to him, and a runner on, and they throw to first, and he's back safely again. Two balls, 2 strikes. And it got away. Heading down to second base is Gonzalez to throw. Not in time.
And that pitch right there did not get away from Baron. It didn't get very far from Baron.
No, it didn't.
These Eagle runners, very good at reading that downward angle, and they're going to steal. Like I said, they're going to take advantage of every opportunity that they're given and get themselves into scoring position. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's the 3-2. Fouled it off, out of play again. So Garza been worked a little bit at some at-bats, but also making sure he's doing his part to his opposing counterpart and seeing a lot of pitches. 3-2 with nobody out and a runner on second base. Fouled it off to the netting. Again, Garza just keeps battling. We will definitely pick a player of the game with this one. And, of course, the second game tonight is Flower Bluff and the King Mustangs. The Hornets are down in the bleachers on the first base side. And the Mustangs, seem like there's a few of them down there as well. 3-2. Inside, and Garza draws a walk. And that's back-to-back walks now. And it's going to bring him number 27, Ryan Morgan. So 2 on and nobody out. A courtesy runner is going to come in again, hopefully, for Jordan Garza, and it is. That's back to number 30, so this will be Aiden Colsa again.
This inning starting very similar to the bottom of the second inning where the Eagles scored 2 runs. You got 2 on, nobody out. They would advance to second and third. I believe it was on a pass ball or a wild pitch.
There's Ryan Morgan. Ground ball to second. Flipped over to second base to throw over to first. In time. No, he came off. They dropped it. Looked like they had it with double play turned. They do get have a runner at third. Colsa is out at second on a 4-6 put out. And Morgan on with a fielder's choice. Oh, they're going to call that an error. So that's an E3.
That's tough. That's tough right there because you can't assume the double play.
Right, I know. Scoreboard here gave the second error on the Trojans. Here's Zach Hampton, who struck out looking his first at bat. Has a runner at third and at first on the corners. And a ground ball to short. Oh, right through the glove. Here comes a run. And the Eagles add one more to their total. And it's now 3-0. And again, that's another error. This is E6. That brings up number 18, Julian Colsa, who walked his first at bat, so he's 0 for 0, and he was left on second base.
Yeah, that one definitely an error there on Trevino, the shortstop. Not sure I agree with the other one there, Doug.
I'm with you in that boat. And that's a high fly ball, making Espinosa run back a little bit, but he makes the grab. That's out number 2. F9, and we're back to the top of the order for the Eagles, and there's Damon Hernandez for his third at bat, but he's 0 for 2, and yet to get on base. That's surprising. By Friday's game, I'm sure James will have all the stats from Coach Yeager and these Eagles, but I wonder really what Damon Hernandez's on-base percentage is so far this season. And throw back down to second base. They had the runner kind of caught in no man's land, was able to get back safely. And the first pitch is what?
Swing and a miss.
Okay. 0-1.
I thought. They have 1-0 up there.
Yes. And that's going to find its way into the glove of Nicholas Espinosa for out number 3. Wow, nice catch from him. Nice sliding, diving catch.
That's not easy to do right there, diving forward.
Not easy to do, and that was definitely for sure an extra base hit. Stay with us. Eagles lead 3-0. Top of the 5th coming up.
Trying to get into college can be overwhelming, but the Trio Educational Opportunity Center is here to guide you through it. Trio helps students from Nueces, Refugio, and San Patricio counties with college applications, financial aid, college admission testing, GEDs, and so much more. We'll help you realize your dreams, reach your educational goals. And the best part? We do it for free. Together, we can help you get into any college of your choice. Call or click today to see if you qualify.
Hey guys, it's Devin over here, same Super Center. If you're looking for it, I got it. Like this whole line of beautiful trucks from Ford, Chevy to GMC. BMWs, Bronco Sports, Edges, we got it all. Even super cool Mustangs like this 5.0. Remember, you want to see this or anything else on my lot? Do yourself a favor, ask for Devin. Remember, shop saves and save.
It's a good taco. Bye-bye taco. They make hungry people happy. Laredo Taco Company, made right here, only at Stripes.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. I'm Doug Kesterson, joined alongside Jake Vasquez tonight. Thank you to our sponsors. We appreciate your support all season long, and that's our friends over at Charlie Marshall Funeral Home, Del Mar College Trio Program, G-Tech Communications, and you just heard Stripes and the Laredo Taco Company. I like me a good striped taco. especially Laredo Taco Company. I like those tacos.
Yeah, they are. They're actually really good tacos for anybody who hasn't tried one. You wouldn't think, right? Convenience store taco, but
oh no,
that's some good stuff.
Here's number 15, Aiden Ramirez batting. Garza's first pitch to him outside. We were heading down to the valley, and I think it was to do a football game. And we strapped at the one and Falfurious. Got him turned inside. That's strike number one. Kind of a check swing. It was a little awkward. He was leaning back out of it. Was able to get the strike as the umpire said his bat went around. Throws it by him for strike two. And I had a Padilla taco. And I'm telling you. No. Payada. That's it. Oh, my goodness. I thought I was in heaven. That's a pop-up. Coming for a long run. Ryan Morgan and can't get there. I mean, I was hungry for one, but I'm telling you what, that was amazing. You know which one I'm talking about, too, don't you?
Is it the one that just has everything? You just throw the whole thing in there?
It's the beef and the chicken with the cheese all in it, with the peppers and the onions. Oh, my goodness, it was good. Here's the 1-2. Reached out at it with a 2-hop over to second base. Hernandez throws over to first. There's one away. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 23, Elohim Ramirez.
Number 23, Elohim Ramirez.
He was the first strikeout victim from Jordan Garza in the ball game tonight. So 0 for 1.
I'm watching Jordan Garza, and he is just ready to go. As soon as Ramirez stepped into the box, I mean, he immediately delivers the pitch.
Do you know who it reminds me of? Remember Mike Garza from Carroll?
Yeah.
Who played for, wound up playing for Nebraska. He played for UIW in San Antonio for a couple of years and then transferred his graduate season to Nebraska, was able to pitch for the Cornhuskers. He liked to work at a fast pace. And there's a hot shot to second. Nice, clean fielding job. Throw to first. Fundamental baseball right there. That was good technique.
Just kind of a no-nonsense, all-business kind of guy. I like that.
Yes. But Mike Garza really pitched very, very well. And he was one of those guys that he liked to go at his pace. I'm going to throw, I'm going to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. In high school, he did. Now, I'm sure a little bit of that changed in the college ranks. Here's Robert Inocencio, who's over one with a strikeout. And a swing and a miss.
I'm sure his teammates really appreciate that and want to get back on offense as quickly as they can.
Oh, yeah. And the next pitch from Garza nails the outside corner again. 0-2. Shakes off. Here's his windup and pitch. Turned on him, and it's fouled off. Garza's been working outside, 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 and this time he came inside. Shakes it, wind up. Lazy little ground ball into the glove of the third baseman. A nice throw over to first. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning with a 5-3 put out to end it. The bottom of the fifth inning coming up. Stay with us.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig retired from baseball because of ALS. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure for this devastating disease that affects thousands of Americans every year, including my daughter Leanne. But we are making progress, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us by visiting ALS.org. Thank you.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. Bottom of the fifth inning coming up. Due up for the Eagles is number 14, Aiden Ruiz, followed by number 7, Trey Hernandez. And then number 13, DJ Garcia. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Eagles. Coach Hagan makes his way back down to the first base box for the Eagles, with Yeager heading out to third.
Combo that's been together for a good long time.
Quite a few years now. Ramirez with a swing and a miss from Ruiz. That's strike one, and that was way outside. Ruiz was fooled on that one. You know, he sent a pitcher down to go warm up. Coach Curiel did, but he's sticking with his guy. A little off the end. Nice field throw over to first, and there's one away.
Could hear Coach Curiel now, step and throw, yelling to Aiden Ramirez. And Ramirez, when he is not on the mound, he's the third baseman for the Trojans, so he can definitely field that position, that's for sure.
Here's number 7, Trey Hernandez, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Or sorry, 2 flyouts, 1 to first base, 1 to right field. Takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. Ramirez with the windup. And had Hernandez out in front, 1-1. Forget coming up tonight, our second game is Flower Bluff and King. First time I get to see the Hornets this year. We got to see King earlier on in the year. Foul the pitch to the netting and back on the field of play. 1-2.
That pitch in on the hands there. Hernandez fighting it off. Able to foul it back.
Ramirez with a windup in the 1-2. Outside corner, strike 3. Got him looking.
You see Aiden Ramirez there doing a good job, like we were talking about. Jordan Garza on the other side, working inside, working outside with these hitters, kind of keeping them off balance. You see a lot of pop-ups in this ball game, and you can tell these guys he's got them a little off balance. Both pitchers doing a real good job with that.
Brings up now number 13, DJ Garcia, who walked his first at bat. Takes that pitch, puts it in the gap. And a nice play by Inocencio. Here's the throw to second base. It's not in time. That was awful close as Garcia's foot hit the bag, pops up as they were getting ready to apply the tag. It looks like he was able just to get that foot back down, I don't know, half a second before that glove was able to come down and touch his foot.
Yeah, like you said, Rob Inocencio out there in center field did a great job cutting that one off. Otherwise, the speed of DJ Garcia that you talked about earlier, and he would have been on third base without a doubt.
Absolutely. And depending on if it hit the wall and bounced and rolled somewhere else, he was coming home. He's quick. You know, he did a lot of playing at running back for Ben Bittner, and there's a base hit. Garcia has got the green light. Here he comes. Here's the throw. Underneath it, safe.
That one out of the glove of Baron. I think he was safe either way, but it pops out of Baron's glove. Close play right there at home plate. And that will add another run for the Eagles here. So a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
And the courtesy runner's back on. I didn't see the number. Is that back to Gonzalez? Is that 5?
Can't see from here.
Typically, here comes head coach Joe Curiel. Typically, Yeager puts that on that roster card, who's going to run for who. And I will look at that here. And runner for catcher is Gonzalez. So Aaron Gonzalez back in to run for him. The pitcher is going to be Colsa. I like the way that Yeager does this. The Eagles coming into this game 10-5. ranked pretty high in Class 5A. Sneaking up, though, the Ray Texans, I believe they cracked the top 25 this week as well.
Yeah, I believe right at number 25 with that win over the Eagles. I believe it was a 2-0 final in that ball game.
All you need is one. Oh, what a nice pitch that was. Dropped right in. That breaking ball rolled right off the table and fell right into the zone to number 9, Jordan Garza. The 0-1. Fouled off 0-2. Glad you're with us here on News Talk KEYS. Don't forget the Easter giveaway coming up on the 30th at the School of Science and Technology. That's 3601 Saratoga, right down and right across from the Most Precious Blood Church. It's a drive-through event again. Starts at 9 and it ends when we run out of eggs, and we have 12,000 candy-filled eggs, 10 golden aids, sponsored by our friends over at Raising Cane's, and that is strikeout to end the inning as Garza got caught looking. But the Eagles add another run. They lead 4-0, top of the 6th inning coming up.
How do you say buenos dias in Texas? Well, first start with a warm flour tortilla made from scratch. Then load it with savory frijoles, fresh scrambled eggs, papas, and shredded cheese. Wait, everything is bigger in Texas. Let's add crispy bacon and homemade salsa. And let's not forget about the weekends y barbacoa. You can enjoy a little piece of home from Laredo Taco Company.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security.
Back here at Cabinets Field, I'm Doug Kesterson, joined alongside my bud Jake Vasquez tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast with us, and a big thank you to Jake Vasquez coming in, and with the little changes we're doing behind the scenes, using Jake's expertise. He is familiar with a lot of this stuff, but it's fun to have you in calling another game. We've done a couple of games before over the past couple of years. We did some playoff games. We did Ray at in Laredo at the Unitrade Stadium. We did that last year. We covered London. Where was that? San Diego? We went to that ball game. Was that where we were?
Yeah, we did. We absolutely did. I don't know if I would call it expertise. I don't know if I would agree with you on that one, Doug.
Just take the compliment. Take the compliment from me, buddy. I appreciate it, though. Here's number 1, Nicholas Espinosa. We'll see quite a bit of action with some fly balls out his way tonight. Takes the first pitch, tries to bunt it. A ricochet off of everybody for strike 1. You heard those hits, didn't you?
Yeah, everybody. I would.
I think it was bat, helmet, or helmet chest protector. And Yeager's coming out to have a quick mound visit. And he's, I don't know if he's going to make a change already. How many pitches do you have Garza at?
62. 62 by my count.
You know, I remember one of the times Xavier Pettis for Veterans Memorial. He was in a game pitching, whatever. Next thing you know, Yeager comes and pulls him out. He didn't pitch anymore the rest of the year. He wound up having where he'd hurt his elbow. And he was still a force at the bat, so he had needed surgery with that elbow. And still wound up playing a lot of first base, was able to, you know, home runs, leadoff home runs, playoff games, all that, still doing it well. But missed his first year with Texas State was when he had that surgery. So he's back playing again for the Bobcats. But I remember that, and sometimes that was just reminiscent of that. I was like, you know, wasn't sure why he was talking to Garza right now, but thankfully Garza's okay. And he fires that by him for strike 2.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
Yes. And I wouldn't try to imply that he was hurt. It's just it flashed back for a second. My brain went there like, ooh, okay. And there is strikeout number 7 of the game. That is strikeout number 7. Demetrio Padron coming in. Demetrio. Yeah. My R's weren't rolling very well. Wow. Fired that thing off over to the parking lot by the natatorium. That's strike 1. I always chuckle a little bit to myself because most of these people that don't know, when I've been covering basketball, college basketball, we run across some players that are from Spain sometimes, some with Spanish last names, and they'll bring in the pronunciation guy. Are you good with that? I was like, I'm from South Texas. I'm very good with this. Next pitch is a little low, ball 1.
And by the way, congratulations to my buddy over here, Doug.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Going with the Islander women's basketball team, and you guys are going to Los Angeles, correct?
Yes, we leave Thursday.
Hollywood.
I don't know if there's any tour time, any of that at all. Not sure. That's a hard hit ball. That's hanging up in the air, going back deep. A long, long, long run. Cannot get it off the glove for the backup right there. Here's the throw. First hit of the ball game for the Moody Trojans here in the 6th inning. Demetrio Padron with a double. I didn't want to say anything, but Garza had a no-no going.
Yes, he did.
That woke up the Moody faithful. Here's the catcher, number 22, Abram Barron.
Dimitri, he comes from a long line of brothers, and his father was also played for the Moody Trojans, Arnold Padron. And
is the one that always gave us the updates we needed?
No, that was Mr. Hernandez, Albert.
Okay. But I appreciate those updates. When you're a guy like me doing these games, sometimes you don't have a lot of time to focus on something else. When Albert would send those to us, I'm like, oh, God, that's awesome. And the 0-1 is now 1-1.
Dimitri has 2 older brothers, and Arnold, his oldest brother.
Swing and a miss for strike 2, pardon me. 1 and 2 the count with 1 down.
And D'Artagnan, who was
I remember that one.
Yeah. That's it. That's one of his older brothers.
That pitch was low. Brings the count even at 2-2. You start mentioning some of those names. I remember those guys. I remember them now.
Yeah, Dimitri playing third base tonight, and Dar was a third baseman. Had a great senior season for the Trojans. Went off to play college baseball.
I remember that as well.
Yeah. So
there's a lot of guys in this coastal Bend area that go play college baseball. A lot of them go. Throw to second. It looks like Trey Hernandez was able to hang on to that one. Damon was right there with him, but wasn't sure about that for a whole second or two. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second for the Trojans, trailing 4-0. And a swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 8.
Strikeout number 8.
Runner on second, 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. Shortstop number 2, Landon Trevino.
And we're back to the top. Here's number 2, Landon Trevino, who is a ground out and a strikeout tonight.
That strikeout, like you said, Doug, he really, really battled Jordan Garza.
Yeah, he did.
See if he can take anything from that at bat and turn it into something good here.
Rockets it down the right field sideline and just foul. That's what you want to see from these young guys. It doesn't matter if you're down 4-0 right now. You just picked up your first hit of the ball game on a guy that was been absolutely dealing against you today. And now it's turning the tide. You can feel a little bit of momentum. If you can have that hit drop in, okay, now we're cooking. And Garza says, okay, you're going to take that one. I'll throw another pitch away from you, and I'll hit the outside corner with it. That's 0-2. Garza shakes off the first 2 calls from the stretch. Inside for ball 1. That's a little get off the plate pitch. You back up just a tad for my liking, okay? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner on second. Slapped it into right field. Rounding third, here comes the throw. And he turns back and gets back to third base.
Saw a great piece of hitting right there by the young Landon Trevino, and that pitch coming on the outer half, and he just hit it where it's pitched, and just right through the right side for his first base hit of the game.
Take what they give you. And here's Ernesto Gonzalez, who has grounded out and grounded out. Well, he actually walked, he walked his first at bat, well, then caught stealing, my bad, and then grounded out. Garza goes away from him for ball 1. 1-0, 2 outs. Veterans Memorial leading Moody Trojans 4-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. But Moody's knocking on the door with a runner on first and third. And Garza fakes the throw to both bags. And Garza stepped off. And it's going to step back on. The 1-0. That was a big hack from Gonzalez. 1-1. He was swinging for Saratoga with that one.
Yeah, he was.
And now it's a 1-run game. That one goes where he saw it in his vision. And Garza fakes the throws again. Eagles are expecting the runners at first to take off. Trevino. And I'm surprised Trevino hasn't tried to go yet. Garza goes outside, brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Friday night, we have Victoria West at Ray at 5:30, and then this same Veterans Memorial in Moody Trojan teams battle it out again at 8 o'clock. On Friday night, it'll be James Espinosa and Jake Vasquez with you. So it's 2-1. And it's now 2-2. Garza's had really good control today.
Yeah, it seems like he's playing a video game, kind of just put the ball wherever he wants the ball to go.
And Gonzalez staying alive with that one. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't know if it's just me or not, but the velocity seems to have increased as the game has gone on as well.
I thought so too. I mean, it's a tad cool today, starting this game off as we're KEYS Corpus Christi. It's 62 degrees right now. And the runner goes, throw down, it's gonna offline, but Damon Hernandez with a nice snag of that one to keep that from going out in the outfield. And that pitch is now a ball 3. Full count, 2 down, runners on second and third. Fouled off. The umpire, you can heard him saying he needed a few baseballs. 3-2. Garza's wind up and into the hole in right field. Moody gets their first run of the game. Here comes the second. It's cut off. 4-2.
And again, did exactly what Landon Trevino did in the at-bat before him and just hit it where he pitched it. So he went with the pitch and put it also into right field. Very similar at-bat there to Landon Trevino, and it turned into 2 runs for the Moody Trojans. They cut the lead in half, 4-2 here.
And the first pitch to Noah Garcia is fouled off. He grounded out his first at-bat. It popped up to Jordan Garza in his second at-bat. He's down 0-1. The pitch and a strike. 0-2. Foul to the netting. Strike 2. This is what you want to see, a good game like this. It took Moody a little while to get cooking, but finally here in the top of the 6th inning, add 2 runs on the board. Cut that Eagle lead down by 2. 4-2 is the score. The 3rd hit of the game, all 3 hits this inning. A double started things off from Demetrio Padron, followed up by a single by Trevino, now a single by Gonzalez. Garza's next pitch was a tad high. Sweeping pitch carried outside.
He definitely wanted that, and it was close.
The movement Jordan Garza has reminds me of Nick Lofton pitching for when Ray was pitching. You remember those? I was thinking about him and then Dustin Signs from King the other day. A hard hit ball hanging up in the air with a run coming in and making the grab is DJ Garcia for out number 3. But Moody gets on the scoreboard. The lead is cut in half. It's 4-2. To the bottom of the 6th we go.
This is our ILX F511. This is our top of the line floating screen radio. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We've also got a cool feature on this called our dash cam. This interfaces with our DVC320R dash cam. Come on by to Competition Sounds. The guys up there will figure out what's going to fit perfectly in your car and give you the best sound you've ever had.
Every life has a personal story. Our funeral services are as unique as the lives they celebrate. We will assist you with personalizing your funeral service to create a meaningful experience for all. Let us help you tell your loved one's story. We make it personal.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. Ramirez is going to remain on the mound. He's had one mound visit with head coach Joe Curriel and came out there, and it was a short visit. It's one of those ones, hey, cut it out, basically. Start throwing like I know you can, and he got out of the inning really quickly.
Like I said before, earned a spot as a sophomore on the varsity, so this young man has been there before.
Here's number 27, Ryan Morgan, who lined out and reached on error. And that was a nice pitch from Ramirez. Gets that outside corner away from that left-handed batter. And that one sailed on him. 1-1. definitely noticeable with a left-handed batter in the lineup for the Eagles. See a lot of them batting right. You see some over the years with a lefty, but Ray is the team. Has it seemed like every other batter is a left-handed batter, and that's strike two as Morgan was fooled on that pitch. 1-2. And that's his first hit batter of the ball game. And the HBP. Yeah, you know me.
Somehow I knew you were going there.
No, you didn't. You might have heard me say it before, maybe.
I've listened to a few of your broadcasts.
I have done the same for you as well. Here is number 24, Zach Hampton. Hampton, a strikeout victim, and also reached on error. 4-2's the score. Hard hit, but right at the shortstop. Had him off in between no man's land, but Morgan able to get back to first base. Nice catch from Landon Trevino. Didn't move his glove, didn't really overreact, just sit there and played the ball. Nice job. One away, that's going to bring up the number 21's coming in, Joaquin Montes.
Pitching, number 21, Joaquin Montes, runner on first. 2-1.
Oh, what a nice pitch from Ramirez. Strike one. Those curveballs do not have a whole lot of velocity behind them, but man, they have a nice movement to them. And he's going to send in Aaron Gonzalez to go run for him. Definitely wants some speed on the path again.
Pitch runner, first base, number 5, Eric Simon.
Montes coming off the bench. And a throw to first is back in time. Throw to first again.
And you heard, it's just something interesting and an observation that we were in Victoria watching a ball game there, and the PA announcer, which a lot of times I think the PA announcer might just be maybe a parent, someone, a volunteer, and every time a runner came in for a hitter, they would say it was a pinch hitter, or pinch runner rather, and so in high school baseball, you can have a courtesy runner for the catcher and for the pitcher. And just kind of interesting to me that, they said pinch runner. There's a difference between the two. There's a difference between the two. If it's truly a pinch runner, then that player cannot come back into the ball game if the original player goes back in there. So a courtesy runner, he can courtesy run for the catcher the entire game. The catcher's going to come back in and catch the next inning, and the courtesy runner can run for him after his next at bat. But if he's a pinch runner, it's a totally different scenario.
Fouled that off. That was interesting. Joaquin Montes just off the end of the bat, and it was off the brick and careened back up with the first baseman, Noel Garcia, running over with an opportunity to catch it. It wouldn't have counted for anything, but would have been fun to watch for a second. The reaction times of it. 1-2 the count with one down. Runner on first for the Eagles. They lead Moody 4-2 here in the bottom of the sixth. And a throw to first. He's back safely again. Joaquin Montes in pinch hitting for number 18, Julian Colsa. And that popped up. And making the grab at first base is Garcia for out number 2. And we're back to the top of the order. 0 for 3 thus far for Damon Hernandez. Ground out, fly out, and fly out. And that last hit was a nice grab from Nicholas Espinosa to rob Damon Hernandez of an extra base hit. Diving forward, being able to keep that in his glove. But he's due. Especially now late in the ballgame with a runner on. He takes the first pitch, strike 1. 2-out hitting, I know, is one of the things that teams and head coaches preach all the time. And I know you've been your experience around head coach Joe Curiel. It's what do you do with 2 down?
Without a doubt, something they work on specifically in practice.
Yeah, got to have those game time situations, situational baseball. What's going to go on with it? This is what's going to happen. This is what you need to think of. This is what you should look for, kind of things. The gamesmanship between these 2 head coaches and these 2 teams. It's been fun so far tonight. I enjoy it. 1-1 to count. Ramirez has gone the distance for the Trojans. And it's now 2-1. I wasn't sure Ramirez would see this late in the ball game earlier with the bullpen activity that they had, but there's nobody down there. 1 visit. That's all it took from head coach Joe Curiel. What was it, 5 words?
It wasn't a very long visit, that's for sure.
Hernandez doing everything he can to get himself on base. Stuck out the bat for a bunt. And just back to the netting. 2-2. Forget the Corpus Christi Car Show coming up on April the 13th at the American Bank Center. If you have a custom car, truck, or motorcycle that you think is the real deal, put it in the car show. We'd love to see it. Registration now open at 1440keys.com. Another throw to first. I have seen some really cool cars over the years that we've had in the Corpus Christi Car Show. One of them, my favorite, is what they call a Dodge Brothers horseless carriage. And it's fouled off and out of play. I have a picture of it on my Instagram. I'll show you it here in a little while, but I've got to take a picture in front of it. It's amazing. The old school. The big headlights back on those old school vehicles, back to the Model Ts, the Fords and all those. But the Dodge Brothers horseless carriage is what it's named.
Yeah, I want to see that. I definitely want to see that.
2-2. You'll see cars like that and more. Corpus Christi Car Show. Outside, 3-2. I don't know what they were wanting. That was way off the plate. Ramirez checks the runner. 3-2. Grounded to third. Throw to first. Damon Hernandez 0 for 4. Moody gets out of the inning on a 5-3 putout. It's 4-2. Top of the seventh coming up.
Trying to get into college can be overwhelming, but the Trio Educational Opportunity Center is here to guide you through it. Trio helps students from Nueces, Refugio, and San Patricio counties with college applications, financial aid, college admission testing, GEDs, and so much more. We'll help you realize your dreams, reach your educational goals. And the best part? We do it for free. Together, we can help you get into any college of your choice. Call or click today to see if you qualify.
Hey guys, it's Devin over here, same Super Center. If you're looking for it, I got it. Like this whole line of beautiful trucks from Ford, Chevy to GMC. BMWs, Bronco Sports, Edges, we got it all. Even super cool Mustangs like this 5.0. Remember, you want to see this or anything else on my lot? Do yourself a favor, ask for Devin. Remember, shop saves and save.
They make hungry people happy.
Yeah, we have
Laredo Taco Company.
I guess.
Here, only at Stripes.
Back to the action. South Texas High
The one that went, the one that I didn't go to.
Here we are back at Cabinets Field. I'm Doug Kesterson alongside Jake Vasquez. I have the Eagles with 3 hits to my scorebook. The scoreboard here has them with 4 hits. Moody has committed 3 errors tonight. And I'm not sure where the discrepancy is, but it's all good. With the Trojans, with their last hurrah here in the top of the 7th. Here's number 15, Aiden Ramirez, taking the first pitch. 4-1. Moody wants to tie it up to send the Eagles to the bottom of the 7th and or get a lead, but Garza throws that by him for strike 1. It's 1-1. The Eagles want to get out of here.
Jordan Garza is definitely going to have a say in that as well.
One-hopped it. He hasn't done that since the first inning? Maybe the second inning?
That pitch count going up there on Garza as well.
Getting close to 100 now?
I've got him, as that one is fouled back, I've got him at 90. That was 93.
I had a feeling he was knocking on, he was up in the 90 range, close to 100. Not far off now. That's 93. Here's pitch 94. And that's a strikeout. Ramirez goes down swinging. That's strikeout number 9 of the ballgame for Jordan Garza. Right now, would you say clearly player of the game for the Eagles?
Definitely have to be.
Here's Elohim Ramirez. And Les Moody with the comeback. And then we'll determine that. First pitch, a little low, ball 1. And that's fouled off, and that was not Elohim Ramirez's intention. I think he was trying to do a little check swing and leaning back out of the way as that one's coming in a little hot.
Yeah, couldn't get the bat out of the way right there. And the only one to benefit from that was Jordan Garza.
You're right. Absolutely. Throws high. Ball 2. 2-1. Ramirez steps back in, and here's the 2-1. 3-1.
Garza there with the quick pitch.
Yeah, as soon as he stepped in, I'm ready. And that's a walk. I believe just the second walk of the ball game from Jordan Garza.
You are correct.
Robert Inocencio coming in, and I've not seen anybody warming up for the Eagles, but if you're getting close, depending on what Garza can do here, he's getting close to the total. Should be about 96 or 97.
Robert Inocencio.
Correct?
I'm sorry, Doug. What was that?
As there's a runner in at first. Garza should be about 97, 96, 97 pitches, 98.
Got him at 99.
Okay. There's the first one for strike 1 to Inocencio. I believe that's number 4 running for Moody. I didn't hear the name.
Jack Serna.
Okay. So if that was, he had him 99, that's pitch 100. He has to 110, or finish the batter. And that's strike 2.
Still got the zip on that fastball, that's for sure.
Definitely. Hanging fly ball out into left field, but making the grab. It's 2 down. For the Eagles, that was Julian Colsa.
Runner on first and 2 out to make batter. Number 1, right fielder, Nicholas Espinosa. Just a reminder, fans, no one is allowed on the playing field after the ball game. Owners are not on playing field after the ball game. We do have another game commencing hopefully by 8 p.m.
Here's number 1, Nicholas Espinosa, with 2 down. And a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Again, I said it a little bit earlier in the ball game. Those Moody cheerleaders, they just keep on the whole game like, hey, they do a fantastic job, man. I love it. And taking all the way Espinosa, that's strike 2. It's Garza took a little something off of that one, but put it right down the heart of the plate. I'm surprised those aren't hard to lay off of, Jake. And the 0-2, away for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch, fouled off. Espinosa staying alive.
That was a mistake right there. You saw the catcher, Luna, setting up outside, and that pitch came in.
Luna setting up outside again. And that's a strikeout to end the ball game. Strikeout number 10. That's final. We'll take a quick break, come back and wrap it up. Stay with us.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig retired from baseball because of ALS. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure for this devastating disease that affects thousands of Americans every year, including my daughter Leanne. But we are making progress, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us by visiting ALS.org. Thank you.
617583221 or visit us at charliemarshallfuneralhomes.com.
If you live in Nueces, Refugio, and San Patricio County, the Educational Opportunity Center at Del Mar College open enrollment is now available to assist students with their college application process. They can also assist students with their financial aid applications and scholarships. At the Educational Opportunity Center, they are also offering help with GED classes and help with GED exam payments. For academic testing and more, call 361-698-1262 or visit delmar.edu/EOC to see if you qualify.
Honey, you need NyQuil Severe Honey. NyQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste. Feeling better, honey? Honey? I'll take that as yes. Try NyQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu symptom relief. NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, once again, the final score tonight, 4-2. The Eagles defeat the Moody Trojans. Valiant effort, though, from the Moody Trojans, Jake. Your opinion on the ball game tonight?
I've seen these Moody Trojans play a couple of times, Doug, and they played the Ray Texans tough. 2-0 loss in that one. Played some great teams, and this Eagle team, and ranked team, they look good, but the Eagles did what they had to do. Jordan Garza was absolutely lights out until the top of the 6th inning, and even then got himself out of a jam where the Trojans, had an opportunity to tie up this ball game. So they got exactly what they needed out of Jordan Garza. In fact, he went the distance for the Eagles tonight. You know, you were talking earlier about who's your player of the game. That's the guy right there. Drove in the first 2 runs for the Eagles, too, in the bottom of the 2nd inning, helping himself out. So just a phenomenal job by that young man. Did what they needed to do. And that's your Eagles ball club right there under head coach Lee Yeager.
Absolutely. That's the final here from Cavness Field in game number 1. Veterans Memorial defeats the Moody Trojans 4-2. We'll wrap up on MICSportsNetwork.com. And, of course, thank you so much for listening here on News Talk KEYS. Have a great rest of your evening. Islanders basketball coming up about 8 o'clock. Hopefully, see the good luck to the Islander men tonight in the CIT Lou Henson Classic. And we'll have game 2 between Flower Bluff and King live here on MICSportsNetwork.com coming up at 8 o'clock. Have a great rest of your evening. So long.